Candy O, baby. All right, we're going to look at what I believe is like, dude, it's central to Trump's huge failure right now, dude. It is. Like, her and Milo are both like playing on the same wavelength right now, where they are dismantling the Trumpism angle of the MAGA movement, dude. Dude, it's so good. It is so good, boss. I'm serious. I love what Candy O is doing, dude. I do. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about who's going to fill the void, okay? Because there is a risk here, guys, okay? There is a risk that the way Tucker and Milo and Candy and the like anti-TPUSA crowd are sort of dismantling MAGA, they're reducing their political power. They're going to sabotage the midterms because of their resentment over the shit that Trump has failed at and his lies and all his bullshit artists. Because a lot of them, they voted for Trump begrudgingly because they didn't like Trump after J6, but they voted for him anyway. And under this idea that maybe he was going to do that America First super Nazi shit. And he's pretty much failed because he's a Trump first, right? And a Trump's, Israel first because Netanyahu is Kushner's family's good friend. So they're super disappointed in him and they're resentful and they're going to take it out on him. But the problem is that somebody's going to step into that void, and it's possible that the next Republican guy is going to be like much worse, right? You know what I mean? Like the next guy is going to be just much gnarlier, right? The next guy or woman is going to be even more racist and even more fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we are playing with a little Russian roulette here because we don't know what's in the chamber with the next time we pull that trigger. But, Trumpism is definitely fucking ending. Okay, it is going down in flames, bro. And I am banking on the fact that whoever does rise up is going to create such a fracas that woke 2.0 is going to come in and we're going to wipe the floor with them. Like woke 2.0 is going to be like a tidal wave. What we're about to watch is why Candace Owens is going to be successful at gutting the MAGA movement.
They are all blaming me for the upcoming midterms. We're not going to win midterms. Like, we're not even close to that right now. But when that happens, it's definitively going to be Candace's fault. It's so.
Did you notice what she said there? When that happens, right? I mean, it's like they've already accepted their fate.
The upcoming midterms. We're not going to win midterms. Like, we're not even close to that right now. But when that happens, it's definitively going to be Candace's fault. It's so ridiculous. I couldn't care less. Tim Pool has been one of these people that is crying a lot. So he hosted Milo Yiannopoulos on his show. And first and foremost, he called all of you stupid. He said, he explicitly said, I am saying that people that watch your show are stupid. Because they're not accepting the Fed slop and that they will not just eat the Fed slop that we are trying to give them. And then it was funny because later on in the show, he kind of lamented the fact that he lost a bunch of subscribers to his show because he attacked me, even though I never attacked him back. But he didn't put two and two together, which would imply that means that people who are watching your show were also watching my show. So you're calling your own fans stupid, which is probably why they unsubscribed. Regardless of that, Milo Yiannopoulos breaks down the real reason why people are upset, the real reason that if we lose midterms, who we should be pinning the blame on. And he's come up with a way more compelling understanding, which is how we're all feeling. The person to blame if Trump loses midterms, if Republicans lose midterms, might be Republicans. It might be Trump. Here is what Milo had to say, and I will add that he is sitting also with George Santos, who joined them. Take a listen.
Jeffrey Epstein, as Bannon has said, and who would know better than him, it turns out.
You're going to quote Bannon, who consulted for Epstein?
I just said who would know better than him, as it turns out.
I just want to make that very clear for anybody listening.
I just said who would know better, as it turns out. He said that Epstein was the key that picks the lock, right? Of all of the kinds of things that people are asking, like, what is going on here? Why is this like this? And why is it? Epstein was one of the central ideological planks of MAGA teleology. Like, why does the world work like it does? Why do things look weird? Why do those people keep getting away with it and those people keep not getting away with it? Jeffrey Epstein was considered by everybody who voted for Donald Trump as a central pillar of understanding that we would unlock, and it would be like a code where bits of the universe would get like decoded. For us. Like, oh my goodness, it's because of that judge. It's because of that.
And they were convinced that it was all on the Democrats too.
Everybody had that expectation, and there isn't one person who voted for Donald Trump who did not want and did not expect the Epstein files to be released immediately, in full, unredacted.
I did not have that expectation. I did not vote for Trump.
Okay, fine. Everybody except George, of course.
No, that's not true. There's so many people. I voted for Trump for many other reasons other than that.
Stop it, grow up.
You think that puts food on the table?
Grow up.
Oh, come on.
Dude, Santos is an idiot, bro. I mean, first off, if you're a gay man voting for Trump, you're an idiot.
It's about egg prices. Stop it.
Come on.
Part of the reason that Trump was elected in 2016 was that Hillary Clinton was emblematic of the way that the world was going wrong. The secret elite collusion, Epstein, it was all linked. And people who voted for him the first time and people who have voted for him every time since, you can't find me someone apart from George, apparently, who did not want to see the Epstein files.
Let me ask you.
And I promise I'll wrap up and let someone else go. But when he said, there's no Epstein files, and then the Democrats made it up, and then stop asking, and then if you're asking, you're not a fan of mine, and then if you're asking, I don't want you.
I agree with all of this.
That is the moment Trumpism died.
Yeah.
I agree.
And don't we need a reckoning? And
dude, he's not wrong. That's exactly what happened. For years, the Epstein shit was like the linchpin. Pizzagate, Hillary, Seth Rich. Remember? Oh my God, pedo ring, Hollywood. Was all tied on Epstein's shoulders. It was all about the Clintons, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, all Democrats. We're releasing that shit. We're going to bring them all to the ground. Finally, it's attached to everyone. And then Trump is like, whoopsie, I was in there. You can't see it. Sorry, not the Democrats. What do you mean? Epstein who? Why are you still talking about this guy? There's no list. There's no files. The Democrats made it up. Why are you bothering me on this? Dude, it was literally the fucking end, bro. Oh my God. It's so funny though, because like the thing that's really good about this is I don't like Milo. I don't like these guys. Tim Pool's an idiot. I mean, I can tolerate Candace, but I don't like her. She's, whatever. She's a gossip, grifter, tabloid. All of this shit is tabloid. But the reason why I'm like leaning into this is because they get it, okay? They know what's going on. And so this isn't just a bunch of upset people, like upset in the MAGA movement. It is real people in the MAGA movement who know that, wow, this shit is dead. So we got to start striking up on our own, right? And see, Benny is bought and paid for, dude. Benny is bought and paid for. And you're probably right. They always knew, but they were riding it while it was still, bringing results. As long as the cash register was hitting, they were riding it. But I think they know now that they have to detach or they're going to lose in the next wave. Like anybody who stays diehard Trump is going to become poor and irrelevant. That's coming. You know what I mean? If you stay diehard Trump from here on out, you are going to end up in the shitter. You are, dude. You're gonna end up in the burning house, right? And so, like, they're ready to dismantle it, dude. They're calling it out. Because other people are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's true, right? Other people are gonna realize, like, this is speaking to people. And Tim Pool's like, hey, you took Russian money. We don't even know if you're being honest, Tim Pool, right? Dude, yeah, you're gonna end up like having Laura Loomer. Like when she hit on that Nazi guy where she's like, I got big tits. You want to go home with me? That's what you're going to end up with. Laura Loomer and her Botox face and big tits is going to be all that's left. Her and Caroline Leavitt's, Nazi machine gun lips.
If that reckoning comes through the obviously, I promise I'm nearly done, the obviously inadequate account from the feds and Turning Point about what happened around, before, and after Charlie Kirk's death, where his ride or die homegirl is asking questions that have exposed some inconsistencies and some questions, and which seem to point to a different etiology for the crime than the one that we're being told. And when everybody from Turning Point looks so sinister, suspicious, and guilty all the time, and they're losing to her. Respect the public on that at least. They're losing to her.
They are, dude. Dude, Candace Owens is single-handedly like running TPUSA right into the ground, bro. She is, dude.
And they have every reason to be winning. So she has every reason to be isn't it smart for us to have that reckoning in the Republican Party right now?
Yeah, baby. You see what they're saying, right? You read between the lines there? Milo, Candace, Tucker, they want the Republicans to lose in 2026. They want the reckoning. They want Trump to be dismantled. They want the whole thing to grind to a halt in the hopes that they will rise up and topple, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they want everyone MAGA to eat shit and go right into the dirt so they can rise up and offer them something that is like more aggressive and more, ruthless than what Trump is capable of, right? They want, like, Trump is the establishment now, guys. They are the new anti-establishment. It's crazy. We've watched Trump go from the anti-establishment to the entire establishment in like 10 years. And in the process, it's outlined how the Republican Party is just, a group of brain dead sycophants, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like they're easily manipulatable. Like, you could never do this to the Democrats. But these guys are crazier than Trump, man. Candace Owens reminds me a lot of Donald Trump. She has very similar sort of like reality TV personality.
Amen. All of that. Okay. All of that. And what I really like that he says there is respect the public on that. At the very least, respect the public. Okay. We are voting right now. We are voting with our eyes. We are voting in terms of when we say, I don't want to listen to this podcaster because they're trying to get me to eat this 𝗣𝗟𝗏. This is how we're voting. I mean, so many people are going down.
Dude, that was a shot at Tim Pool right there.
It's like something about the Charlie Kirk assassination. We're looking around and we're going, guys, are you really going to try to impart this operation upon us where you go, if we keep saying it, eventually the public will accept it. They'll just eat the 𝗣𝗟𝗏. And we're looking around and we're going, wow, I thought this person was a good guy. I'm feeling like this right now. I'm like, I really actually trusted this person. Man, I've worked with that person. I've collabed with that person. They're joining this side? You too? You too? You too? And the public is saying, no, there's not enough influencers that you can pay, okay, that is going to convince me that Charlie ate enough salad to stop at 𝗤𝗏𝗽𝗧. Respect the public on that. And they won't. They seem to not be doing it. They're like, nope, we just need more. It's more dollars that need to be spent, more articles that need to be written. We need to call the public more names. We need to call them a cult. We need to call them crazy. They're not respecting us on this point whatsoever. I do also want to say that the Hodge twins reiterated that point in a tweet. They said Republicans won't lose the midterms because of Candace Owens. They will lose the midterms because no deep state criminals have been held accountable. They will lose because we are still sending our money to corrupt foreign countries. They will lose because America's last traitors like Lindsey Graham are getting promoted. It is simple. Republicans will lose because they aren't listening to the people that voted for them.
Dude, the Hodge twins are like the biggest losers, dude. Dude, it's so funny. When you look at their people, like, they are such race baiters, such degenerates. But like, I laugh at this one, right? This one right here, when it says they will lose the midterms because no deep state criminals have been held accountable. Because, guys, Hodge twins and all of you MAGA, you are fucking dumb. Okay? Donald Trump has always been the deepest of the deep state. from the very beginning. He is the definition of deep state. He is the definition of deep state criminal, tied in internationally in shitty business deals with Putin, with all of the worst dictators, MBS, Netanyahu, Epstein, the whole game, dude. Trump has always been tied in there. Always. With the mafia. Dude, he's like a wannabe mob boss. Okay? He literally is the swamp. And you let him convince you that he was going to file criminal charges against a whole bunch of people that have done nothing illegal, right? Which is why, you know, and then when he can't charge them or when it all falls apart, he says deep state, but it's like, well, why didn't his fall apart? Not because of the deep state, because there was actually evidence and a jury convicted his dumbass. And you idiots are still out there wondering, why aren't the deep state people getting arrested? They did get arrested. Dude, we tried to hold him accountable and you dumb fucks voted for him again. Fucking idiots, right? Like, what are these people doing, bro? She is taking the message to Trump voters and to the MAGA movement that says Trumpism is dead. Trump's a liar. He's essentially the deep state. He lied about Epstein. You can't trust him. He's selfish. He's never going to do what he says. Him and all his cronies are untrustworthy. They're not America first. They're selfish. And they're going to fuck you over. So you need to not believe in them. That's her messaging. And then she's attaching that same messaging to TPUSA and saying, wow, they're crooks. And they're in cahoots. And she's sort of attacking the Zionist Christian sort of thing. And she's doing it because she recognizes the power vacuum. She's, you know, smart enough to manipulate well. And she seems very smart to the MAGA people. Even if she doesn't have all the proof, she presents just enough proof to win over the hearts and minds of the QAnon and the 4chaners. And she's ruthless. Okay? She is ruthless. She is, dude. She is ruthless. She does a really good job here of dismantling. She's got the MAGA number. See, Erica Kirk, though, dude, Erica Kirk doesn't have any charisma, guys. She has no charisma. Erica Kirk is awkward. All Erica Kirk is going to be able to do is ride the whole damaged widow shit, right? Erica Kirk is like, she's a handmaid. She doesn't have the charisma, man. Erica Kirk doesn't. Right? She's a handmaid. Dude, let's face it. Erica Kirk is a handmaid, boss. She is an attachment. It's not really about Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk. It's really about Donald Trump, right? The MAGA is fracturing because there is a deep resentment for Donald Trump in people that used to do everything for him. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.